Yo, what is up, y'all? It is your boy stephlyon. So a whole lot just happened in the Star Citizen world. Bro, I'm pretty sure 410 is here. And they dropped a new ship. And buddy, I saw the thumbnail. I'm like, are we for real? Hold on. Gang, I can't lie. Looking at the back of that ship, I'm like, it's a little bit ugly. Why is it a little bit ugly? Wait, okay. From that angle, it low-key actually looks like a Stingray. The design, okay, the name and the design actually match. Okay, hold on. It looks like a drone. Nah, it deadass looks like a drone.
Had your fun? Good. I've got an assignment for you.
On it.
Did you see the size of those guns? And oh my, what is, okay, whoever is designing Kruger ships, what is your obsession with that freaking fin? Like, are you guys for real? You put it on a wolf, now you're putting it on a Stingray. They don't have fins. Why do you keep adding fins to everything? Can we stop doing that? Like, the ship is already ugly, then you add a freaking fin to it. Who is doing this? Who is allowing this? Chris Roberts. That's a lot of gunpowder. How big are those guns? Now, how big are those guns? Because these right here look a little bit large. I ain't gonna lie. Let me not lie. Hold on. I think they also dropped the behind the ships as well, so let's look at that.
Kruger as a brand.
The Wolf and the Alpha Wolf were a really exciting couple of ships to work on.
Obviously, there was some debate about the fin.
Yet they still added another fin. Can we be for real?
Which sort of met with different viewpoints depending on your outlook. Internally, we're very happy. I think they provided two very good options, both stylistically and gameplay-wise.
I think what's special about Kruger is how it's inspired from the vintage automotives and airplanes.
Kruger don't really settle for the normal. They want to push things, be that in its performance or its visuals.
So high-end, but a bit more traditional than other manufacturers we have. A little less modern and more focused on materials.
Okay,
on
but what is this new Mantis?
shapes.
Well, Stingray, right?
Expanding their lineup with a medium fighter called the Stingray.
It's a medium fighter. I thought it was a small fighter. This is a medium. Those guns are gonna be size 5. They're gonna give them size 5 guns. Watch.
The Stingray prioritizes handling and agility. It's a really unique silhouette. It looks super sleek, super futuristic. You can pretty quickly see where the name Stingray comes from. It has a very unique silhouette to the ship.
It is like a Stingray.
One thing that I love about the Stingray is the balance between how it's inspired from the nature.
Nah. That's ugly. Oh my God, that is ugly. That is actually booty cheeks. Kruger, I love your designs, but this is booty cheeks. What is this, bro? Is it a hummingbird? Like, what is this, bro? That's like a needle you're trying to put in your butt, gang. Like, why is that got a needle? It's got a needle, a red needle, bro, covered in blood, gang. This chip goes into people's butts backwards, gang. Like, what the hell?
At the same time, it is very much grounded in the real-world industry standards. Enthusiasts from World War II plane will recognize a prototype that never saw the sky.
It looks like a black
It was
Hawk
one of the main
almost.
inspirations, and it mixes that aesthetic with the aesthetic of cars. I consider that as a great achievement in design.
Multiple ships in Star Citizen have different states.
Wait, hold on, gang, hold on. Is this in a hangar? How big is this ship? It's a medium fighter, but from what I've seen so far, it doesn't look that big. So is it a medium fighter that's built at the same size as like a light fighter? Because it looks quite small.
Star Citizen have different states, either landed or flight states, but the Stingray is the first to implement 3 distinct states.
What?
I think one of the first things you're going to notice is its very striking dominant landed state.
The wing bends up, and from the part of the wing, the landing gear will come out.
Landing gear, right?
Landing exactly like a Spitfire. Because in flight state you have 2 options: to keep it as it comes, incredibly nimble, sleek, with all the curves making one unique line.
With the retracted state, we wanted to kind of suck the wings in and deploy some more ailerons. This gives
But why does it have a fin? You suck the wings in and you give me pulls. Why are you sucking off the wings?
the idea of being a little bit more agile, a little bit faster maneuverability, and really it makes it feel a little bit more serious and like it's up for a fight.
Is the Eclipse going to get its
that
flight mode?
fin?
At some point, yes. Gold standard. By default, the Stingray comes with 2 size 4 laser repeaters.
Size 4.
These are the
okay.
same weapons that are found on the Wolf. So if you own those size 4 weapons from the Wolf and the Alpha Wolf, that means you can equip your Stingray with these. You can do it in any combination you wish.
So they're bespoke, meaning that they don't want you to put on like cannons or nothing. That's ass though. You want to be able to swap the guns out with everything else on the market.
And then integrated into each wing, there are 2 additional size 2 laser repeaters. These are new, but they are also interchangeable with other size 2 Kruger ship weapons.
So
Okay.
Kruger, they're happy for you to kind of have some options as long as it is Kruger.
It's gonna punch.
So that's why the
it's gonna
size 2
punch,
weapons are
definitely.
shared with the Merlin. So if you prefer more ballistic loadout, you're able to take the size 2s off the Merlins and use them on your Stingray. Whereas if you prefer the more energy based, you can take the weapons off your Stingray and then retrofit them back to your Merlin.
So the Stingray is actually quite a large ship in terms of just the sheer size of it. So the mocap team had fun implementing a custom inter-exit animation for this ship. We had to create a all-new ladder that was quite long and then had to tuck away somewhere, and then the traversal across the top face of the ship into the cockpit was a challenge as well. But I think the end result is pretty impressive.
The cockpit keeps
The visibility, okay. The visibility is beautiful. I can't lie. Like, look at this. You can see everything. That's one thing I like about the Kruger ships. Is like you get perfect visibility. But the ship looks, I don't know, why does it feel a lot smaller than, they're saying it's quite large, but it doesn't feel quite large.
Keeps a lot of the kind of typical Kruger DNA. It shares a lot of assets with the Wolf.
The main difference is that instead of being concentrated in the center, most of the controls are concentrated on the side, leaving the center empty for a complete visibility, since the bottom part of the canopy is glass as well.
I don't know, guys. I don't like the look of it. I
My
don't.
favorite part in Stingray is its component bay. It's pretty unique and it's accessible by open.
Okay, I like that. Yo, that looks like a V8 engine right there, gang. Well, I say V6 with the pistons, right? No pistons. That is a high-class engine, bro. Like, where's the turbo at?
It's pretty unique and it's accessible by opening the clamshell door at the back of the ship. 2 cylinder
Bro,
components
okay.
create
That's
a
cool.
strong balance.
That's cool.
And the rear thruster acts as a focal point and brings some order into the design, while we have access to all the components in the middle of the component bay.
So on launch we have 4 paints.
See, the thing I hate about ships where it's like the component bay looks like that is the fact that it is on top of the ship. How am I supposed to do anything if I'm not in space? Like, there's no ladder systems, eh? So like, how do I get to the top of the ship to be able to use any of these things or take them out on the fly? Like if you're doing a hot ride, if I can't reach them, like how do you do it? Like it makes it stupid. They should have been somewhere on the underside maybe.
all the components in the middle of the component bay.
So on launch, we have 4 paints. By default, it comes in a bright red, but I appreciate that might not be for everyone. So we've got the classic paint options of a white, light gray, and then a darker black. And then we've got a camo paint, because I think
that's nice,
as a
that's nice.
combat vehicle, I think it's always nice to lean into a bit of camouflage. And finally, we've got something that's a little bit more striking, and really just Kruger having a bit of fun with the kind of shapes and the lines of the Stingray.
That looks awful.
Very
Yeah, I
happy
do
with the
not like
Stingray.
that.
I think it looks great. I think it's a very striking vehicle.
We have the different flight modes, so you can really maximize the way that you want to approach combat. The ship is for players who like to do things a bit differently and like to look good while they're doing it.
So if you prioritize performance in terms of flight over pure DPS, then this is the ship for you.
I'm very happy how it turned out. I hope they will feel at home with this one, and the pleasure in rediscovering these 60s, 80s vehicles that still have a soul in modern days.
I don't know, man. What, is that Space World? Wait, there's Space Worlds. Did they just tease that they have Space Worlds coming to Nyx? Wait, no, guys. They just teased that they have Space Worlds coming to Nyx. There is no way they did that. Don't do that to me. CIG, don't do that to me. Why am I seeing a Space World jump out the water? Guys, I don't know how I feel about that ship. I honestly, personally, I feel like it's ugly. I know, but I feel like it's ugly. It doesn't give me like Kruger. Like, I don't get it. It just doesn't look nice. Like, there's something about the shape. I feel like there's too many, like, there's too much roundness with some of the like straights. There's too many straights and roundness combined. Like, I don't like that. Like, it feels like it's trying to do 2 things at the same time, and it just doesn't feel nice. I don't know what it is about it. And I feel like it's going to be really squishy. That's the thing. Because of the profile and the way it's so flat, if you're caught like on your upside or like someone's underneath you or above you, I feel like you're cooked. I feel like you're definitely cooked. But I could see it appealing to some people, but like, nah, the shape looks odd. I don't know what it is. The shape looks odd. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think? Did you buy this thing? Have you tested it out? How good is it? It's got 2 size 4s and 2 size 2s. I feel like the size 4s are going to be good, especially if you have the cannons on them. But apart from that, I'm like, most of the heavy fighters I think about, they either have like, 6 guns, or they have like at least like 1 size 5 or something. Yeah, it's not good enough to be like a medium fighter. It doesn't feel like that. It doesn't at all. I'm actually really worried about the DPS it's going to be able to like put out. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Don't forget, if you like the reaction, like, subscribe. 410 is here, guys. 410 is here. Siege of Orison. This is a really big, high stakes moment for CIG. And I have my fingers crossed that when I download this update, the game runs smoothly. Because right now, all eyes on Star Citizen.